Welcome to the Workamper Show, a podcast devoted to helping you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. I'm Steve Anderson, the president of Workamper News. Each one of our episodes will either introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to opportunities to work short-term jobs. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Thank you, Steve. Today we'll talk with the owner of a company that offers kayak and bicycle tours in Maine, and he's looking for work campers in 2021. Today's episode is sponsored by The Dreamer's Journey, a new online course and community produced by Workamper News. Life is way too short to keep your dreams on hold, so don't be held back by fear because you were designed for more. Get started with the RV lifestyle the right way with this comprehensive guide. For a monthly subscription fee, people can participate in 2 online webinars every week to learn things like what type of RV to buy, goal setting, how to budget for the adventure, developing a positive mindset, where to call home, and how to find a job or start a mobile business. All online events will be recorded for watching anytime. Subscribers can also join an open question and answer session each month. For more information, visit www.rvdreamersjourney.com. Glenn Tucker is the owner of Coastal Kayaking Tours and Acadia Bike in Bar Harbor, Maine, which is the gateway to Acadia National Park. He calls them soft adventure businesses that just about anyone can enjoy. The firm maintains a fleet of bicycles to rent so people can pedal on the car-free carriage roads of the national park. His team also takes people on guided kayaking tours along Frenchman Bay where they paddle among the Porcupine Islands. Glenn is looking for 16 to 20 work campers in 2021 to serve in customer service positions by taking reservations and renting out the bicycles. Work campers also ensure that guests get where they need to be to begin their adventures. The companies cater to cruise ships coming into Bar Harbor, which generally sees 150 ships per year loaded with people looking for fun. The passengers book excursions where they are picked up from the dock and taken to their chosen activities. The full-time seasonal positions typically start May 1st and continue through the end of October, which means that work campers will be spending time in one of the most beautiful areas of America during the popular fall foliage season. Work campers start at $12 per hour, but if you have a commercial driver's license and are comfortable operating a bus, you get $2 per hour bonus for doing that. The company has worked out an arrangement to secure an RV site for work campers at a cost of $400 per month, and that's an exceptional rate for Maine in the summer. To tell us more about this great opportunity, please welcome Glenn Tucker, the owner of Coastal Kayaking Tours and Acadia Bike, to the show. Thanks for joining us today, Glenn. I really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about what Coastal Kayaking Tours and Acadia Bike is all about.
Well, we are located in Bar Harbor, Maine. That's the gateway town to Acadia National Park. Acadia gets about 3 million visitors each year, and we are in the soft adventure business, offering a large fleet of rental bicycles for people to bike on the car-free carriage roads of Acadia National Park, and then to take guided sea kayaking trips in Frenchman Bay. That's the body of water that Bar Harbor is located on, and our tours, we island hop among the beautiful Porcupine Islands.
Well, it sounds like a beautiful place to be and to go on vacation. It must be a fun place to work, too.
It is a gorgeous spot. Our average high temperatures in July and August are about 77 degrees. We have gorgeous fall season there. So, yeah, it's a neat place to live. It's a neat place to work.
And what types of jobs do the work campers do when they're working for you?
We have several different jobs. We have customer service representatives, and they book our tours and our bike rentals. They answer questions from people who are calling in and walking into our various shops, and they make sure that when people arrive, they get to the proper activity.
Well, that sounds good. How many work campers do you hire?
We usually hire about 16 to 20 work campers. We have a total staff of 40 to 50 people each season, and 16 to 20 of them are work campers, usually couples, although we have a few solo work campers also.
Okay. Is there a benefit that work campers bring to your operation that the local hires don't?
Well, one of the big benefits is that they carry their houses with them. Like many resort areas, Bar Harbor has a housing shortage, especially for seasonal employees. So when our work campers come, we have an arrangement with a local campground for discounted sites there, and they bring their rigs with them so we don't have to worry about finding housing.
Is housing a problem up there? Is because so many people come up to that area to do some vacationing?
It is a problem. The large hotels in town have bought up most of the apartment buildings, and so it has become an increasing problem, and that's one of the reasons that work campers do so well for us.
Are these seasonal or year-round positions?
They are seasonal. Our business operates May 1st through October 31st, and our average contract runs from 4 to 5 months. We have a few who stay the entire 6 months. We have to have everybody there in July and August because that's what we call our high season, the busiest part of the year. We have people who arrive as early as May and leave as early as Labor Day. We have some who arrive as late as July 4th and stay right on through the end of the season at the end of October.
Okay, and some people stay all year long or all season long.
They do. Bar Harbor is a big cruise ship center. Now, obviously, cruise ships are having a little problem right now, but we have about 150 cruise ships a year come in, and cruise ship season is generally, they come all year, but September and October are the two busiest months, and we serve all the cruise ship lines doing a variety of things, biking, kayaking, sightseeing tours on our fleet of buses, a little bit of everything for them.
That's neat. So you're one of these companies that provide excursions for the cruise ships.
Exactly. We provide shore excursions for the passengers on those ships.
Are these jobs full-time or part-time?
These are pretty much full-time jobs. I average in about 35 to 40 hours a week. Occasionally we will accept somebody looking for a part-time job, but generally we try to schedule 5 days a week. And we're able to allow work camper spouses the same days off every week because there's a lot to do on the coast of Maine, a lot of places to explore. So, but we expect generally full-time employment.
Very good. And what time is it? Like early in the morning until late at night?
Our shops in the middle of the season open at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we close at 8 o'clock at night. So we have the first shift comes in about 8 and might work until, say, 4 or 5, and then we have another shift that comes in at 11 or noon and will work until closing at 8 o'clock.
Okay. What kind of compensation do you offer to work campers?
This year, our beginning wage is $12 an hour with a $2 bonus for any drivers who have commercial driver's licenses. Those people are important to us because we have a fleet of mid-sized buses that require commercial driver's license. So we start people at $12 an hour and $14 if they are CDL drivers. And then generally with our returnees, they're usually coming back with raises every year.
Do you have any other benefits that you provide? You said discounted camping was one of them.
Yeah, discounted campsites. Now, we offer a trade for hours, but generally that doesn't work out as well as our just paying the site, our just paying the pretty good wage, and then they take care of their own sites. And those sites run about $2,000 for the entire season. So for an average contract of 5 months, that is $400 a month, which for a resort area is a really good rate. One of the other benefits we offer for active people, and we tend to attract active work campers, is that we have an "Our Toys is Your Toys" policy. So they're able to use all of our equipment, go on kayak tours at no charge.
Oh, that's a really nice perk, especially up in that region.
Yeah, it is a good benefit.
Mm-hmm. And so when do you start recruiting for your next season, or are you recruiting now for this summer?
You know, Greg, we start usually about July 1st for the next season. So in July of this year, we'll be recruiting for 2021. We used to not start, when we first started hiring work campers almost 20 years ago, we didn't start recruiting until about January for that season. And over the years, we have seen that work campers like to plan ahead. And so now we start in July. We run ads on on the Workamper website and in the Workamper magazine, and we like to finish up our hiring by about September for the following season.
Do you need any Workampers this year? For this
No,
season?
we're all set for this year, but we are we'll soon. Well, in July we'll be getting our ads up for 2021, and we urge people to respond quickly to that. Acadia National Park is a big drawing card, so we get a lot of applications from interested Workampers.
And how many returning Workampers do you typically employ?
You know, as you know, a lot of Workampers like to go to a different place every year. They're all about seeing the United States. And so I would say that the majority of ours are one-timers, but we do have a number of people who come back. We have a couple this year coming back for their 11th season. We have two couples coming back for their third season, another couple coming back for their second season. We like to think it's a good place to work, and our employee feedback proves that.
Where do you find your Workampers?
We find them through our ads on the Workamper hotline and in the Workamper magazine.
What's involved in the interviewing and hiring process?
Well, because the Workampers are spread out all over the country, we start with telephone interviews. We check references very closely, and we ask Workampers to check us out, too. One of the things that we believe, there used to be an old Holiday Inn ad entitled, "The Best Surprise is No Surprise at All," and we firmly believe that. At the time that we offer jobs to Workampers, we send them a really detailed letter laying out every facet of the job. We want to let them know what they can expect of us as employers and what we will expect of them as staff members. So we give them this detailed letter telling them what their salary is, the length of their contract, the duties they will have. So the last thing that we want is for somebody to arrive and say, "I didn't know I was going to have to do that." So we're really upfront about what's involved in working with our company.
What traits and qualifications do you expect from your Workampers?
Well, first of all, we're looking for a good work ethic, and we find that most Workampers have a really good work ethic. Dependability is what we are looking for, and finally, flexibility. We cross-train almost all of our employees, so somebody who is coming to be primarily a shuttle driver will also be cross-trained to work in the bike shop, and that helps our workflow a great deal.
Not only that, it gives a lot of variety to the type of work that people do. I would think they'd appreciate that.
They do like that. Yeah, they like the variety, and they like doing different things. So in fact, sometimes we might have somebody who's behind the customer service desk, and we get really busy in the bike shop, and they'll go out and start getting bikes for people.
Do they need any special skills, or do you provide any training that they need?
We do. We train them, and we have usually a training that's on-the-job training primarily, and we will have one of our experienced people working with each of them. As far as our shuttle drivers, we have coordinators, and they are skilled at teaching our drivers how to load and unload trailers with kayaks. One of the driving qualifications is the ability to back a trailer accurately.
Okay, yeah, and many RVers already have that.
Almost all of them have it. We find that more RVers have fifth wheels than they do motor homes, so they're pretty adept at backing those vehicles in there.
Now, you have mentioned before that it's a vacation destination, so there's plenty of things for people to do in that area in their off time?
Oh, gosh, this is a great place. The hiking, the biking is just great in Acadia National Park, and the entire coast of Maine is a tourist area. And so we're located in what's called the down east section of Maine, and that's about two-thirds up the coast towards Canada. You can go down to the southern part, you can go farther towards Canada, and a lot of times we have Workampers who want to go up into Atlantic Canada, into New Brunswick and into Nova Scotia, and we will work with them and maybe giving them a couple of extra days off during a period so they can get off and do a little exploring on their own. But there is no shortage of things to do where we are.
Maine is one of my favorite places to visit. Not only can you get lobsters for cheap, but there's just a lot of beautiful scenery. And I love visiting all these smaller coastal villages that seem to be scattered around Maine.
There's just a wealth of opportunity in Maine if you're a person who likes to explore. And, of course, Workampers do. That's one of the things that draws people to work camping is the ability to go out and find new places and see new things.
Is there something a work camper can do to make sure his or her application really stands out if they want to work for you?
The first thing that we like to see is timeliness. When we run our ads and people call in and we send them an application, we have an email application we send them. Those people who respond very quickly stand out to us. If we send somebody an application and we don't hear from them for a week or 10 days, we think, timeliness may not be that important to us. I'll tell you something else that is important to us. Work campers who have letters of recommendation that they send in with their applications really jump out. Somebody sends us an application, and with it is attached a letter from a former employer who says, these people are just great. They do a wonderful job. They're conscientious. Those people sort of jump to the front of the line. That's
an excellent piece of advice. I wish more people would do that.
And that's one of the things that we try to do for our work campers. At the end of the year, if a couple has done a really good job, we will give them a letter of recommendation that they can use to send to future employers.
Is there any piece of advice or one thing that you wish all work campers knew?
The only problem we have with work campers is that there has been an increasing trend in some people who don't honor their commitments. We schedule our employees very closely so that everybody will get the number of hours that we promise them, but we don't want to work anybody to death. And when people show up, and we've had a few work campers who come in before they even start. They get to the campground, they take advantage of our discounted site, and then they walk in and say, I've decided I don't want to work. We're just going to hang out this year. So my number one piece of advice is honor the commitments that you make, because we will honor our commitment to you.
That's very good, too. And, it's unfortunate that some people think that they can get away with that. I mean, you guys are a small business and you're relying on work campers for providing the service that your customers need.
It really puts us at a disadvantage when people do that. And most of them don't. Most of them are very conscientious, and they come in and they will honor their commitments. But it's been sort of an increasing trend in the last few years, and we hope to see an end to that.
If people wanted more information about this opportunity in your company, where could they get it?
Well, we have websites, and it's a good way to familiarize yourself with our company. One is called acadiabike.com, and one is called coastalkayakingtours.com. That's a good way to get familiar with what we do and how we operate. And then once we run our ads, we try to have lengthy telephone conversations with everybody who calls us. We want them to know exactly what they're getting into.
Very good. So people should put this on their list of potential employers for 2021. You'll be looking for people.
That is correct.
You'll start looking in earnest in about July of this year, and you hope to have hiring decisions made by September.
Yes, that is correct. It takes us usually a month to 2 months to get all the applications in, to sift through those, to check recommendations, and to make our final decisions.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Glenn. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about this opportunity, and I hope many people take advantage of it.
Thanks for calling, Greg.
I'd like to thank Glenn Tucker for taking time out of his schedule in the days leading up to Memorial Day to talk about his company's soft adventure experiences, either biking in Acadia National Park or kayaking among the beautiful Porcupine Islands. He will be looking for up to 20 work campers for the 2021 season. So if this sounds like a great adventure for you too, then you will want to reach out to Glenn soon to begin the application process. I like that he believes in the adage that the best surprise is no surprise at all. Glenn ensures that all of the work camper duties and expectations are fully laid out before even offering a contract. He also encourages people to thoroughly investigate his company and to talk with other work campers who have worked with him. He especially desires work campers with strong ethics and customer service skills. He will cross-train the workers so they can serve in a variety of positions to ensure that customers are well taken care of quickly. If you've ever been on a cruise, you know how hectic it is to get people from the dock to their chosen adventures quickly and efficiently so they can spend as much time as they can either biking or kayaking. Maine is one of my favorite places to visit. Workampers can tour the quaint coastal villages or head up to Canada, Nova Scotia, or Prince Edward Island, or even to Boston and the White Mountains of New Hampshire and Vermont. There's so much to do in Maine too, either by car, bike, or boat. It would be a summer to remember. If you'd like to work for Coastal Kayaking Tours or Acadia Bike in 2021, then reach out to Glenn Tucker anytime after July 1st. You can reach him through one of two websites. They are coastalkayakingtours.com or acadiabike.com. Workamper News, a magazine and online publication, connects RVers to full and part-time jobs around the country. Whether it is running a business from your RV or working short-term jobs for a variety of employers, Workamper News can give you information to help you plan a course to live your own dream and get you on the road faster than you thought possible. For more information about opportunities to live, work, and play in your RV, visit www.workampernews.com. This episode was sponsored by the National RV Training Academy in Athens, Texas. The Academy's one-week live training or home study course will teach you everything you need to know to fix about 80% of the problems people experience with their RVs. You can also sign up for additional training to become an RV inspector, campground technician, or to provide mobile RV service. For more information, visit www.nrvta.com. That's all for today's show. Next time, I'll be interviewing a couple so devoted to the work camping lifestyle that they wrote a book to inspire others to jump in with both feet. Thanks for listening to today's episode of The Workamper Show,